Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Oh, some strong running. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal. So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, This defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trucks over him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Here's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 22, Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy to catch it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
This is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Brady now to throw. The quick slant caught. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Watson now to throw. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Texans will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Brady going to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 17, Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Throwing now is Brady. They'll check this one off to Fournette. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Dorsett. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start with the option. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything. Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. David Johnson here on the catch. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To Evans on the slant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 26 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lindsey now off the read option.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah,
now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, what'd you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39, Trask. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ingram going to get it on the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Taylor to throw. Flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
An option run with Ingram.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And Taylor will slide to a halt with a 1st down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it's Taylor. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll look to run with Ingram. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.